Okay, Theruvan Sarna everyone. Today I will be talking about the Sattis Bodhiparshika Dharma. In the 37, I will pick Satara Iddhipada and then run through that in a bit more detail, and the rest of the Sattis Bodhiparshika Dharma I will mention how it gets to the 37, and we can pick one every week for the next few weeks and talk about one by one. I think that will be good to know these. Something that you need to know is moral living. Okay, let me see what Michael's question is actually. The four bases of Satara Iddhipada. Yeah, the four bases of mental power. Yes, thank you for sharing that. I didn't know what they call it in English, which is good. Coming back to the Sattis Bodhiparshika Dharma, the first, we can break it down. There are 3 fours, which gets to 12. The 3 fours are the Satara Satipatthane, Satara Samya Pradhana, and Satara Iddhipada. And then you have 2 5s, which are Pancha Indriya and Pancha Bala. Then you have Sapta Bojjhanga, that is 7. So 12 plus 10 is 22, plus 7 is 29. And then you have the Arya Ashtangika Marga, the 8-fold path, which takes you to the 37. That is how, those are the 37. So the Satara Satipatthane, Kaya Anupassana, Vedana Anupassana, Chitta Anupassana, and Dhamma Anupassana. It is a very broad topic which we should talk about in detail. We have done Kaya Anupassana, we have talked about Kaya Anupassana briefly, but we need to probably go through the Satara Satipatthane. Maybe we can go through that last, that and Sapta Bojjhanga Dharma last. We will cover the rest one by one first. So Satara Samya Pradhana are the 4, I'm not sure what they are called either in English, but the Satara Samya Pradhana, what that means is you need to this is to do with the when we were talking about the Samma Vayama in the Arya Ashtangika Marga, in the 8-fold path, we were talking Samma Ditthi, Samma Sankappa, Vacha, Kammanta, Ajiva, Vayama, Sati, Samadhi. So in Vayama, there are 4 types of efforts that you need to put in. So those 4 types are the Satara Samya Pradhana. What you need to do is, you have Kusal and Akusal. You have the moral activities and immoral activities. So with regards to the moral activities, you need to, one thing you need to do is, if you didn't have some types of moral activities, you need to get them into you. You need to get them installed into you. You need to start doing them. If you had something already, then you need to improve on that. Those are the 2 to do with moral activities. Then immoral activities, if you didn't have something, you have to make sure you're not going to start doing that. And then the other thing is, if you had any moral activities, if you were conducting any moral activities, you need to stop them. You need to put an effort to stop them. So those are the 4 efforts. You need to make sure with regards to immoral activities, you don't start a new one, and you need to reduce what you were doing and get rid of them. In terms of moral activities, you need to improve on what you were doing, and you need to increase and find new moral activities, and this is the effort you need to put in. So that is the Satara Samya Pradhana. Then comes to the Satara Iddhipada. The Satara Iddhipada are Chanda Chitta Virya Vimansa. I will come back to that because I am going to be talking about that today. Then Pancha Indriya, Shraddha Indriya, Sati Indriya, Samadhi Indriya, Virya Indriya, Prajna Indriya. Then Pancha Bala is the same, Shraddha Bala, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Prajna Bala. And then Sapta Bojjanga, which is Sati Sambojjanga, Dharma Vidya Sambojjanga, Virya Sambojjanga, Priti Sambojjanga, Pasadi Sambojjanga, and Samadhi Sambojjanga. And then the Arya Ashtanga Marga, the eightfold path, which is Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. So those are the 37 Bodhipakshika Dharma. So out of that, what we will do is we will talk about Satara Iddhipada, which is the 4 bases of mental power, right? I haven't read this, so I don't know what is said in here, but I will explain this, so you will understand in my knowledge, right? So the first one is the Chanda Irdhipada. Chanda is having a like, having a desire, having an attachment towards something, is what Chanda means. So this is very important. You need to understand this carefully so that you will get the right meaning. If you are listening to this discourse and if you are switching on and off, then you might miss the best. You might miss important things that I'm telling, and you might get the wrong impression. So make sure you listen to it properly and try to understand it properly. So Chanda is an attachment. Chanda is having a like. So it is said that we need to have a like. The like is towards Dhamma, towards Nibbhana, right? So what happens is when one understands Dhamma, also something that you need to understand with regards to the 37 Sattis Bodhiparshika Dharma, you get to the Sattis Bodhiparshika Dharma after understanding Dhamma. So after comprehending Dhamma is when you get to this path. When you are in the path, these are the 37 that you cultivate. And these get cultivated automatically when you are walking the path. You don't need to think, I am doing this now, I am doing this now, I am doing this now. You don't have to do one by one, concentrating on one by one. But when you are walking the path, say for example, if you are doing the Satara Satipatthana, the rest of the 33 will develop automatically. And if you are walking the path, the Arya Ashtangika Marga, then the rest of the 29 will develop automatically. So that is how it happens, that is how it works. So coming back to Chanda, in the Satara Iddhipada, I will be using these words like I always do. I know there are English translations, but it is good to know these words and be using these words more and more. So you will get used to these words and then you will understand better, right? So Satara Iddhipada, the first one is Chanda. You need to have a like. So when you understand Dhamma properly, that is when you get the like. You were running around the world before that with a lot of other likes. So your likes were different before you listened to the Dhamma. Now you have listened to the Dhamma, now you have understood the Dhamma, now the likes have changed. So instead of say for example you have two options. Instead of going for a drink with a friend to a pub, you might decide to go to a Dham discussion to a temple, or to a place where they have a Dham discussion, the Dharma discourse. So this is the change that happens. So this change happens when you understand Dhamma. Then you get after getting the understanding from inside, you create a like has been created automatically, because you know this is the truth. You know running around asada is not going to get you anywhere. So now you are turning around. I am not saying you will turn around 100%. I am not saying you're not going to run around asada. You will still run around, but sometimes you think, oh no, I will spend some time on this. Before, you weren't happy to listen to any Dhamma. You weren't spending time on this. You didn't want to read about Dhamma. You didn't want to listen to Dhamma. But now you would rather spend time on Dhamma than many other things, because this has become more important to you. So this is how it changes. Now this is the Chanda. With the Chanda comes the Chitta. Chitta is the mental formation, or the thought, right? The mindset, as it's explained in the Pure Dhamma, it's the mindset. Now what happens is, you have a strong thought, so you have a strong mindset. Now you are attached to Nibbhana more than other things sometimes. So your focus is towards Nibbhana. Now your mindset is towards Nibbhana. Now your mind is fully focused on Nibbhana. You have other things, but even though you have other things, when you have a Dham discussion, you come and sit down and you spend the time here, because you think, okay, I can get something, I can learn something from here. And maybe other discourses, you might be spending time on other discourses like this. It doesn't matter which discourse you are listening to, as long as you are listening to a discourse and you are trying to walk towards Nibbhana, then you are in the right mindset. So that is the Chitta. So the first one is Chanda, the like, the attachment towards it, and then the Chitta, the mindset, the strong thought. Virya is the effort. So you need to put effort, and you guys are putting a lot of effort, right? Exerting effort. It needs to be directed in the right direction. I'm using words from the Pure Nibbhana, Pure Dhamma as well, right? So what they are saying here is, you have to have the effort, and you have to put a lot of effort. You are putting an effort now to come here. You are putting an effort. Otherwise, to join this discourse, to join another discourse, you might be looking for questions. You might be searching for things. So this is all effort, right? And then Chanda, Chitta, Virya, and then Vimansa, right? Vimansa is, let's see what it says here. I can't see what it says here. Vimansa is, you're looking, it's like looking for things. It's finding out more about Nibbhana. So you are so eager to find out more and more about that. So that is what Vimansa is, Vimarshane karna. So you're say for example, if you have a like towards going on a holiday, say for example you want to go to Maldives, so that is the like, and then you create a mindset, oh, I'm going to Maldives, right? And then you need to put an effort towards going to Maldives. You don't just go to Maldives, you have to put an effort towards going to Maldives, and for that you need to find out more and more about Maldives. You can't just go. You need to find out about the flights. You need to find out about the language, maybe the cost, maybe the legal side of it, maybe what laws apply in the Maldives, things like that. So similarly, in Nibbhana, in the path to Nibbhana, you have to do the same. Your objective is attaining Nibbhana. In order to attain Nibbhana, you need to put effort, and you need to find out more and more about this is what you are doing now, right? So saying all that, you might have a question. There was a question in the past from a person who visited Sariputta, if I can remember right. It was Sariputta Maharahatan Wahanse. A person came to meet Sariputta, and then he asked, you say you attain Nibbhana by getting rid of all the likes and desires and attachments. So how can one attain Nibbhana by attaching towards Nibbhana, or liking Nibbhana, or having a like towards Nibbhana? So that was the question. So then Sariputta Maharatan Wahanse, I think it's Sariputta Maharatan Wahanse, it could be Ananda Thero, said, okay, we'll assume it was Sariputta for the moment. Then Sariputta said, okay, imagine this. So did you come to meet Sariputta Maharahatan Wahanse today? Then the person said, yes, I came to see, I wanted to see Sariputta Maharahatan Wahanse, so I came to see him. Okay, did you want to see Sariputta? Did you like to see Sariputta? And then he said, yes, of course, I wanted to see Sariputta. I really wanted to see Sariputta. I had a strong like towards seeing Sariputta. So that is why I came here. Okay. Then Sariputta Wahanse asked, okay, so did you have a strong thought? Did you have a strong mindset towards seeing Sariputta? Then he said, yes, of course. I had a very strong mindset. I thought I will somehow come and visit you, see you. I really wanted to see you. Okay. And then he asked, Sariputta Wahanse asked, okay, did you put an effort to come here? Then he said, of course, I put a lot of effort. I had to walk a long way, and I came here. Okay. And then Sariputta Wahanse asked, okay, on the way, did you find out where I was staying? Did you find out about the temple and where I was staying? And he was like, yes, of course. I had to ask for directions, and I had to find out a lot about the temple and how to get here. Okay. And then Sariputta Wahanse asked, okay, do you still have a like to see Sariputta? Then he said, no, I don't have the like anymore, because I have seen Sariputta now. I have seen. Now I have fulfilled my desire. Now I don't have that anymore, because he's come to see Sariputta and he has seen Sariputta. Now he doesn't have that desire anymore. Okay, then Sariputta Wahanse explained, okay, this is what happens. For one to attain Nibbhana, that person has to have a like towards Nibbhana. He has to have the mindset. The like is the chanda. Then he has to have the right mindset, which is the chitta. Then he has to put an effort towards going into Nibbhana. That is the virya. Then he has to find out more and more about how to get to Nibbhana. So that is the Vimamsa. So Chanda, Chitta, Virya, Vimamsa are vital to get to Nibbhana. But now, like you said, once you get to Nibbhana, you are not going to have that like anymore, because you have attained Nibbhana. So now you have attained, or you have fulfilled the objective. Now you don't have that objective anymore, because you have fulfilled that, or you have come to Nibbhana, like this person saw Sariputta Wahanse. So this is something that you need to understand, because you might think, oh, we are trying to get rid of the chanda, or the like, or the desire, or the attachment. How can you get to Nibbhana by having an attachment towards Nibbhana? So this is a common question that people have. So that's why I explained. So that is what the Satara Iddhipada are. So those are the four, and you need to cultivate that in you. You have to have a strong like towards Nibbhana. That is when you can put a lot of effort into it, and you don't get bored when you have a like. It's like you're doing a job that you like. When you're doing a job that you like, you enjoy it. But if you're doing a job that you don't like, then you don't feel like doing it. You don't enjoy. So when you like this, then you will enjoy. You will walk the path happily. Preeti Sambojjhanga. That is one of the Sambojjhanga as well, Preetiya. So those are the four bases of mental power. In other words, Satara Iddhipada. Right? So that is one question that we had, and hope you guys understood that. You can ask if you have any questions to do with the Satara Iddhipada, or the four bases of mental power. Otherwise, I will move on to another question that was sent. I understand that there were something created for these questions